I have a great group of dogs staying with me for the weekend, and I just want to talk about how I'm safely putting together my play groups. First thing, I'll identify the dogs that I know the best and that play well together. In this case, that's going to be Kilo and Mello. I've known Mello since he was just a 6-month-old pup, and Kilo plays very, very well with him, albeit very rough. Now, noting that not every dog is going to want to play like this, I'll let the two of them kind of get it out of the way before I bring in any other dogs into the group. Now, the first dog I bring in is Miss Fiesta here, and she's very tentative with Mello's very forward, kind of pushy energy. You can see she's trying to back off. She's kind of cowering a little bit, but she's recovering quickly. She is interested. She wants to go back in and kind of figure out what the hype is about with the two of them wrestling on the ground. Now, there was a moment there, it's difficult to tell with how zoomed out it is, where Fiesta actually showed some teeth. Some people might see this and think, oh, she was going to make a poor decision, but in that moment, she's doing her best to communicate. All she's trying to do is tell Mello to back off a little bit, maybe calm down, and that's a very normal communicative method. Now, to help back up Fiesta a little bit, I switch her to be the one off-leash and Mello on-leash. This way I can help back her up if she's feeling a little bit cornered or too much pressure all at once. You can see that now that Mello is actually a little more disengaged, Fiesta has an opportunity to come in for a sniff and disengages quite quickly. It's a good sign that they're able to be neutral around each other. Neither one of them are going to be hyper-fixated. Now we move on to Mr. Paco. I know him quite well. He and Kilo play very well, but he can be a little bit picky on who he chooses to play with. Fiesta was trying to flirt with him here, and he was a little bit tentative about it, just didn't want to engage immediately. And that's the thing about play groups is it's a gradual process. I'm never going to expect two dogs to immediately start playing with one another. I would prefer a nice calm and neutral greeting that kind of gradually escalates to more formal play. You'll also notice in the background I decided to put Mello on a placed command. This is kind of twofold for him to practice the place command while other dogs are around, and also just to make sure that he doesn't add too much excitement and energy to the group. Now, the last dog I'll introduce is little Mocha here. Now, considering her size, this is not the ideal play group. I wouldn't really want to put her in a group with dogs of this size, especially when things are still at their highest peak, which is why I'm choosing to add her in last. Most of the dogs here are already pretty tired, so the excitement is going to be kind of at a lull. Now, what's interesting to note is she's one of the most confident dogs that I bring in this group. When other dogs come up to approach, she is very neutral, just kind of lets them sniff and then disengages as if nothing really happened. This is excellent practice for her to build confidence around larger dogs that might make her a little bit more nervous. I know that with her mom, she can still be a little bit reactive when she's on leash, so experiences like this of learning how to be neutral are super, super important.